Welcome back to yet another video. In this video, we are going to be taking on Pakistan, the women of Pakistan actually. So we're going to recreate the recently concluded match between India and Pakistan in the Women's World Cup. I'm excited to see what gameplay differences they'll have. I know boundaries are a little shorter, but also I think fast bowlers, pacers and medium paces will have different speeds, so it will be a challenge. Of course, we are going to bowl first. If I bat first, I'll be way too aggressive, try to score 250 and end up getting all out for 36. So this is better. And once again, this is going to be all played on the hardest difficulty, nightmare mode. Actually harder than the hardest difficulty. And here we go, the first ball. And a little too straight. And look at how short the boundaries are. This is going to be fun. I mean, you have to run harder. There'll probably be no twos at all. I mean, you can already see a lot of boundaries being scored, especially fours. I don't know how about sixes, but fours, I think they will be a plenty. Look at that. Talking about fours, I think we have conceded our first. So we have tinkered with the field just a little. And we're still getting smacked. 2 fours to mid wicket. One from the left-hander, one from the right-hander. Now I'm bowling a no ball. And this is just a wonderful start, isn't it? 4 balls, 13 and a free hit. And a wide now. Under pressure right from the first over. And she's lofted that for another boundary. This is truly the worst way to start a T20 match. And we actually chose to do this. Won the toss, bowled first and then conceded 19 or 20 runs in the first over. And another ball to go. And she couldn't get any elevation and thankfully a dot ball. 1 over gone, 20 for no loss. Now Renuka Singh, I think she is a medium pacer or a fast medium. So we might get just a little bit more pace. Compared to the first over, this has been somewhat alright. We only conceded 7 runs and just 1 more ball to go. But a poor ball and we finished the over off on a bad note. 11 runs of that, still better than 20, but we can't be going at this rate. A run rate of 14.31. That's not a joke. And now I think we're finally starting to find our line and length. That's driven, and this is a perfect field, right? But we don't have any fielders for shots like those. That was truly a great shot, and it almost went for 6. Look at that beautiful bat swing. Even that was supposed to go for 6, wasn't it? That was a good slower ball and a fairly good over, only 6 runs of it. Actually a great over. Ooh, that was a good... Actually, it was not a great ball or anything. It was actually a pretty ordinary ball, but we got the batsman beat for the first time. And we are slowly but surely pulling this match back. 3.3 overs, 38, still not anywhere good, but I mean, we started off with a run rate of 20 and nope, that was a great ball. That was actually a good ball. Full, but we have protection on the offside, so you can do that. That's been lofted. And oops, slipped through the fingers. And that has gone for 6. What? I highly doubt that went for 6. Oh yeah, makes sense. That's 6. Yep. Completely. I mean, how is that not 6? It is 6, right? And then they play shots like these. And now that is 1 bounce into the fence for 4. Or 6 apparently. I have no idea what's happening. I mean, come on, this is the second time it's happening. Or maybe this is a genius gameplay element. of the umpires being stupid. Actually, that would make sense. Nicked and out. And that's our first wicket. And maybe this will put a stop to their aggressive approach. And that was a perfect wicket, wasn't it? Making the batsman drive, getting the nick, and a caught behind. Another 8 balls of this to go. 8 balls of hell to go. After that, I think we will be fine with the field open, because it's not like they're hitting sixes, it's mostly boundaries. And now the last over of the power play, and I'm gonna go to spin because the left-hander is batting. But the funny thing is, they haven't hit anything straight, like over mid-on, mid-off, or to the side screen. It's all been to covers and mid-wicket. I don't know if that's gonna continue or that's just a coincidence, because if that's the case, I can just keep 4 fielders on the offside and leg side, keep mid-on and mid-off up, and I think I'll be okay. Oh god. Oh, I thought that went for a boundary, but just the one. Now that's a beautifully bowled, flighted up, outside off stump, a little bit of turn, and a pretty good over. And for the first time, their run rate is under 10. And now spin on both ends. Gaikwad and swing and a miss. She wanted to send that ball into the orbit. And now over covers. That is a brilliant shot, using her feet, coming down and whacking it. I think we'll be lucky if we restrict them to less than 200. Truly lucky. And that was quick. I don't know why no one seems to appeal for stumping, and finally we get it upstairs, but the batsman is safe. Batter is safe. And edged, and that is flying away for 4. Deepti Sharma has been our only bowler who has truly looked good and looked threatening almost every single ball, with swing and misses, edges, and even when batsmen are timing it, it's only going for a single. 1.4 overs, 8 runs, when the batting team is scoring at over 10 is great. Keep taking singles, and we slowly gonna get the run rate under 9, and then maybe we can get it under 8. Highly impossible, but maybe. And she still found the gap with 3 fielders on the boundary, and she hasn't even lofted that. It went all along the ground. Even that's in the gap, but this time not as well hit, so only a couple of runs. And a risky run, and that's out. And we have got our second wicket through sheer luck. I just want to bowl like 7-8 overs with her, because everyone else is just leaking runs. And is there another run out? No, throw to the wrong end. Ooh, that was actually a little too short, but surely it's going over the stumps. How is that pitching in line? Ah, good ball. Beautifully ball. The batter has no idea what to do. Only 1 run of this over. Ah, another run. Was it an edge or was it a bye? Nope. 1 off the bat. Only 3 runs. Only 3 runs. That is insane. Gaikwad has been okay compared to others, but yet another stumping chance. Keepers in this game are just so painfully slow. Run out stumpings, you can expect them to always mess something up. They'll either stand kilometers away from the stumps, or even if they're standing close, they'll collect the ball and hit it about 10 minutes later. Another disadvantage of having short boundaries is that fielders don't have any time to move, react or anything, and that's going out of the ground as well, I think. And that's another 6. And they have got a second wind, and they are almost back to a run rate of more than 10, almost. 13.2 overs, 124 for 2, and that is close, but I think it's going down the leg side. Full toss, and she's headed out of the boundary, and That is out apparently, and I have no idea what happened. She was clearly outside the boundary line. Oh god. I seriously hope it doesn't happen when I'm batting, because that is annoying even when I'm bowling and I'm the one getting the wicket. And that is annoying. Imagine what would happen if I was batting. 157 for 3 and I'm going with a part-time spinner. Finally, a single. Finally. So here we are, the final over. Meghana Singh is bowling with an economy of 14.5 and welcomed with a beautiful reverse sweep for 4. I mean, our dreams and hopes of restricting them to less than 200 are long gone. I mean, when we come out to bat, the power play is going to be the most important stage. We have to hit as many boundaries as we can, because after that, it is going to be tough. But not for them though. They have been hitting boundaries consistently for 19.4 overs straight. And is that out? Maybe going down the leg side, maybe height. I'm not going to review it. I have 2 balls left. What am I going to do now? And that has been whacked. And is that out? And that's out. Well, it's definitely not out. But in cricket 22, that is out. So we are chasing 215. We are going to be aggressive from the first over. There is no point in saving wickets or anything like that. And now I have to get used to the pace. Leg side. And our first runs. And driven, and that is flying to the boundary, and there is no shot better than the cover drive to start off our chase. It doesn't matter if it's a T20 match, a 50 over match, a 5-day game or a 50-day game, the cover drive will always be in the highlights. That is short, pulled, and that's another boundary, and we are off to a good start. 9 runs. Short, and I've lofted it. Not timed it at all, but I'll still get the boundary. Full, and another cover drive, and another boundary. And we are playing traditional cricket. No reverse sweeps, no scoops, but still scoring at a pretty good run rate. That's been lofted, but thank god I didn't time it all that well. So it will go to the fielder on 1 bounce, and we will sneak in a couple of runs. 2 overs gone, 23 for no loss. We have to get ahead of the run rate in the power play. Short and inside edge, and that's 4. And we definitely need luck on our side, and maybe we have it. We usually don't. Usually those balls go straight to the stumps. Edged again, but this time straight to the fielder. But we'll still sneak in a run. Full part. I tried to loft it over mid wicket. It didn't go well the first time. It didn't go well now. And that is driven straight. And that is 4 as well. This is a driving masterclass. We have scored 3 or 4 boundaries with absolute highlight reel quality drives to covers to mid off. And now we just need 1 on drive and we'll be done. That was too slow. And another drive. Fast bowlers, spinners, medium pacers, it does not matter. We are driving everyone to the boundary. 3 overs, 38, and we are off to a better start than them. Edged, and that is flying away for 4 as well. Even the umpire can't stop smiling. Shafali Verma, 32 runs off 13 balls. That is insane. Smriti Mandhana, on the other hand, struggling a little bit. 8 of 9. But the great thing is, we haven't lost a wicket. And if we start running like that, we might just... And spin on both ends. Now a slow left armour. Where can we go? There's a small gap between fine leg. And that's 4 as well. Another beautiful drive. This time a square drive. But the result is the same. And they have brought up a 50-run partnership and an almost express pace. This time I don't even need to run. That's 4. Off the middle of the bat. You ball straight, I'm gonna flick you. You ball on the offside. We are gonna drive you. Let's see where you can bowl now. Straight again, flicked again, and 4 again. Single, that's fine. When you're going at almost 13 runs an over, I mean, bowlers will be happy with a single, but so will the batsman. We don't need to score boundaries of every ball. Swept but missed that, but we'll still get a quick run. Pitching outside leg, so that's not out. Current run rate is 12 and required is only 10, and Smriti Mandhana hasn't connected in about 8 balls, I think. But we still been running leg byes, so I guess it's not that big of a problem. But on one hand, Shafali Verma is batting like she has been possessed by God, and on the other end, we are seeing a batter struggle to not score boundaries, to not take singles, but to touch the wall. 49 of 21, and yep, that will be 50. A brilliant 50, and that will be 4 as well. And what better way to bring up your 50 than a cover drive, something you've been doing for 22 balls now. Short, was that off the bat? Why are you showing flicks when you have like 10 cover drives to show? And another flick, look at that, all around the ground. We haven't scored to mid wicket. Other than that, every single corner of the ground has been hit. The power play is done and we are off to the perfect start. And we are not stopping, that's 4 as well. 10 wickets in hand, 14 overs and only 130 runs, 140 runs. That's driven straight, and that is 4 as well. Not only is the strike rate impressive, not only the fact that she scored 63 runs impressive, it's also how she scored it. All drives. And another drive for another boundary. Mid on, mid off, covers, point. Where else can you drive it? We have barely had any dot balls. Everything has been converted into singles or twos, leg byes. Tossed up, and that is hit straight, but has it cleared the field? Yes, it has, and that will be our first 6. Ooh, inside edge, and that's 4. Luck has been on our side, definitely. We have got, I think, 3, 4, 5 boundaries in the same fashion of inside edges, of outside edges, and that's hit straight as well, and that is 4. 6, 4, and 4. And 100 partnership comes up, and what better start could you ask for? And in 8 overs no less. Edged and 4. Now off the outside edge of the pad, but we don't care. All we care is that ball hitting the boundary ropes. That's driven as well. Will that go to the boundary? No, it won't, but a single is fine. Now we don't even need to score all that fast. And that is cut and cut very hard for 4. No one had a chance to move, and that was a cut off the front foot, I think. Finally they have beat the batsman, and that will be 1. They have to take wickets. Now we don't mind taking singles. We can take singles for another 3 overs, and if we don't lose a wicket, they are going to lose the match. That's flicked and in the gap, but I don't think it will go to the boundary. Yes, it will. The required run rate is under 10, right? Yeah, it is. And that's 4, and that will definitely lower the run rate even more. And yeah, I am playing on the hardest even now, just so you know, because even I can't believe that I'm playing on the hardest. That's tossed down. That's a good ball actually, but we'll still get a run. Outside leg stump and well left. And that has been hit straight, and will that go to the boundary? No, it won't. Short. This time a little wider, and that will be surely 4. That's exactly where I want to hit the ball. Maybe, just maybe, the ball pitches outside the boundary. Tossed up. They've been bowling. How many spinners do they have? 3 spinners? 1 slow left arm, 1 leg spinner, and 1 off spinner, I think. We are scoring at almost 13 runs an over. These short balls are kind of hard to do anything about. Maybe I can cut it short and wide. I did cut it, but not all that well. Try to loft it, but we'll get 4 anyway. She is bowling flatter and quicker, so the ball is flying equally fast. 11.4 overs, 136. That's been hit straight, but oh no, and that's gonna be our first wicket. Can Pakistan come back now? They have broken a 136 run partnership. And she starts off with a boundary first ball. Nope, she doesn't. Only two. A good enough consolation prize. Oh, you're gonna sneak it in three. Oh no. Driven again, and I'm kind of slowed down, but I don't think we need to be all that aggressive. Only 76 of 48, 8 over 75. And that's 4. That's cut beautifully. No, it wasn't even cut, it was just a glide. Open the face and pushed it towards backward point for 4. Now that is a much better and much more traditional cut, and that will just bang on the boundary rope. I mean, we literally cannot lose this game if we play normally. We need to do something truly stupid to lose from here. And 9 wickets in hand, and one batter is batting on 90 and a 43 no less. And ooh, no. And who got run out now? Oh, Shafali Verma has to go for 90 with an unlucky run out. Oh god, that's probably the worst way to go. And more importantly, the team is in a bit of trouble because both the set batsmen are gone, and now they are starting to rack up some dot balls. We still have some work to do. For another 2 or 3 overs, try to score 25 runs. 3 overs, 25 runs, and then we can just start swinging. Yeah, that was a bad ball and just put away for 4. A googly pitching on middle stump is never a good idea, and that just went crashing into the boundary ropes. And again, this was a slightly better ball, but the result is the same, so in the end, it doesn't really matter. 55 of 38, and Rodriguez has started right where Smriti and Shafali left. Edged and gone, the 3rd wicket, and now Harmanpreet Kaur. We have to steady the ship a little bit, and the Pacers are back after a long break. She's bowled only 1 over. Can run 2, I think, but no, with these smaller boundaries it's always tricky. This has been a good over, and it continues to be a good over. And they're going for the review. I don't know why. The impact was probably off. Outside off, and height as well. Impact umpire's call and wickets missing. And look at that. It looks like a damn traffic signal. Red, orange and green. And they have lost their one and only review. Not that it's gonna matter all that much. That is hit. Has it been hit in the gap? No, it hasn't. Another wicket. 165 for 4, and that's the 4th wicket in a very short time. Looking in some trouble. This match is back to, I'd say, 50-50, or maybe India slightly ahead, but still. That's cut straight to the fielder. Now suddenly every ball seems to go straight to the fielder. Oh, that's an under edge. And 4. We have seen outside edges, inside edges. Now we've finally seen an under edge going to the boundary. Driven straight, and that'll be only 1, 2. Yeah, 2 can go straight, but full toss, and 4 overs, 40 runs. Oh, she is bowling so slow. That was 93 kilometers an hour from a fast medium bowler there, and I think she bowls at what, 105, 110 usually, so that was a court, change of pace, another short ball, another slow short ball, but this time I'm running. 17.2 overs gone. Now 16 balls left, another outside edge, another quick single, and now we're gonna get another run. Keeper was busy diving. 21 of 15 now. And that has been smacked out of the screws, and that is 6 at probably the most important time. And now I think Pakistan have no hope. 13 balls, 14 runs, and that 6 was 50 meters long, but still a 6. We are not going to be doing any Mushfiqur Rahim. Now it's all going to be singles, maybe doubles, and some edges for 4. 11 balls, 7 runs, and we are heading towards a pretty comfortable win, especially when you consider we are chasing 215 flat. But now it doesn't even matter. All we need is singles. We don't even need that. We can play a couple of dot balls now and still be fine. That was full and nicely nudged away to the leg side for another run. Full toss, driven straight, and that's 4, and we have done it. We have chased a massive total of 215 with 4 balls to spare, and we have defeated the Pakistani women. This is what T20 cricket is all about, right? High scores, close finishes, spectacular innings like the one we saw from Shafali Verma, who is the man of or the woman of the match. As we see a great match, hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. If you'd like to see the men play now, click on the video to see day 1 of another exciting match, but in a different format between India and Australia. Make sure to like, comment, and all that good stuff. Thanks for watching and have a great day wherever you are.